Hello and welcome to another edition of Mech Warrior 5 brought to you by Commando Gaming and Battletech Battles. We're continuing our series of the career mode, or the campaign mode I should say. I did do some grinding off camera and I've got some exciting stuff to show you. But first, we're accepting a assassination mission for House Davion. As you can see, through my grinding, I've greatly increased my relationship with House Davion, which means we can get 10 shares of salvage, which is the max for this mission. We get damage coverage, plus we maxed out our C-bill payout. So this is going to be hopefully a profitable mission for us. But we got some surprises for you. So we have our Centurion. And we also have a Shadowhawk, which we picked up. Basically, I picked up a crab in salvage. And then the next stop at an industrial hub, a Shadowhawk was available for $600,000 more than we would sell the crab for. And I think this was a significant, very smart investment. It's got SRM-4, AC-5, LRM-5, 2 medium lasers, fair amount of armor. So this should be a helpful addition to our Lance. In addition, we have a fire starter, so we're going to take that out for a ride as well. And we're going to have to take a Locust simply because that is our best option to round this out and get within the tonnage. Now we're going to change our pilots just a little bit. So we're going to put Pratt in the Shadowhawk just because he has a better AC experience. That puts Freeman into the Firestarter, which is fine because he's a great energy pilot so far. We're not taking advantage of his missiles, but that's okay. So this gives me a lot more armor and firepower than what I had before this mission, so hopefully that'll come in handy. I'm also really trying to experiment with new ways that I can make my Lance more effective. Specifically, my Lances seem to just wander off randomly. And that's something that really concerns me. I wish there was a way that I could tell my Lance stay within 50 meters of the commander or something like that, because they will wander off unless I constantly say return to formation, return to formation, return to formation. They will keep pushing forward towards the enemy, sometimes with reckless abandon. So, for example, there might be a crab ahead of us, and the Locust will just tear off towards the crab. Now, what are the chances that that Locust is going to be in a good place if it's constantly going up against things like a crab? That's probably not going to be a good outcome. So, one of the things I like to do actually is set up a waypoint at a specific place and then have my Lance wait there while either I scout ahead or I clear out the enemies with some LRM-10s just to make sure we don't take too much damage, things of that sort. Alright, so this is exciting. This is the first time I've had 2 mediums in the field. Having a Shadowhawk should be a really nice addition. And the Firestarter, it should be really good at taking out some of those small harassing targets. You know, the combination of the medium lasers, the small lasers, and the flamers should make short work of harassers. So that would be really nice if we could stay away from them. figure out where we need to go. Alright, so there's 2 points. I usually take the most isolated point first. Alright, so right here, this is a good example. So I'm actually going to do... I'm going to tell everybody to kind of hang out here. And I'm going to kind of move forward a little bit. Because we're going into a valley, so this is a natural choke point for the enemy to come after us. And here they are. So they'll stay at that spot and still engage with the weapons they can engage with. So now that the Shadowhawk has an LRM-5, that's more LRM firepower that we can use to take some targets down at long range, hopefully. Especially these weapons carriers, they do a lot of damage. So if we can engage them at long range, it's going to save us a lot of trouble. Same thing with these harassers. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit more of a tedious way to clear out the enemy. Oh, there we go. LRM-40. SRM-40, just kind of hanging out in ambush. If we had gone down there, one of my mechs probably would have taken some damage. So now we can kind of have everybody move forward with us. Trying to save our armor for the big battle. You know, we've got an assassination target. And not only that, we're going to have to retreat away from the assassination target. So we're just going to do this in a smart way. Another thing, take out these antenna arrays whenever you see them. I think the enemy uses them to know your whereabouts. I can't prove that, but it feels to me like when I take out those those like sensor arrays and communication arrays. Alright. Oh, okay. So it looks like the target's there. So let's keep our lance. Because again, what is this? It is a natural choke point. Oh, we got targets coming in. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, they tend to wander off. So get back there. Get back over here. Let your commander scout ahead. Alright, we got some. Oh, it's the assassination target. Alright, so now this is the point where we just have them go to town. In the meantime, I'll try to take out some of these other targets. And there's 3 against 1. They should be able to take out 1 crab. And I can kind of clear out some stuff here. Do the dirty work. Shadowhawk is getting beat up pretty good. Alright, let's help these guys out. Come on, guys. Come on, Shadowhawk. Anticore. Get that. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Everybody fall in. Let's get out of here. Oh, we got a mech to deal with apparently. You guys take that out. Got to get that LRM target out of here. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. Took a lot of damage. Glad we took that damage insurance, let me tell you. Shadowhawk took a bit of a beating. But hey, that's the first trial and error we've had. Maybe I need to armor up the Shadowhawk. Maybe take off maybe take off the LRM 5 for another 3 tons of armor. Might not be the worst idea. Because our Shadowhawk, until we get something bigger, is going to probably be the primary target for the enemy. Because they tend to go for the heavier tonnage mech. So in retrospect, yeah, we're probably going to change that Shadowhawk into more of a brawler. See how everybody's doing here. Oh, Shadowhawk lost both arms. That's a problem. No wonder. Alright, we're definitely going to have to armor that Shadowhawk up. Fortunately, we had some insurance here. Come on, everybody. Come on, Jenner. Ooh. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. Come on. I don't know what happened there. Shoot. Let's see. Oh, we can go this way. Come on, everybody. This is not the best pathing. Oh boy. So they decided to put the Shadowhawk, or the landing zone, where my guys can't go. Horrible. Let's get out of here. Just gonna have to power through all these enemies. I don't really need my lance beat up. If I can get there, then, you know, why they would land the leopard in the middle of an enemy base, that was really stupid. That caused me a lot of damage. You know, hey, we've got a whole wilderness. We've got a whole wilderness. Let's land right in the middle of the enemy base. So I guess the answer is, since that was one of the other locations, I guess we could have cleared it out. But there's no way we could have known until we played the mission that that was... Oh, this is kind of bogus Kind of a bogus situation. I don't want to think about how much damage my lance just took. Damage taken, only 100,000 more than our payout. That's not too bad. SRM6. Alright, we're going to have some significant repairs. Not happy. Our Shadowhawk pilot is injured for 81 days, and we got to do a complete rebuild on the Shadowhawk. That is not going to be cheap. Not going to be cheap. All right, we got to figure this out. I don't have a lot of money right now. Oh, well, at least I got the payout. So the question is, should I just discretion is the better part, might be the better part of valor here. And I'll tell you why. If we travel, I want to travel towards where we're going to have to go eventually. Alright, we're going to give this a try. We're going to be on fumes here. The reason I did that is since we have so much damage, it makes sense for us to travel and then repair the damage outside of the combat zone, because it decreases the price by 30%. And we've got some major repairs. All right. So the question is, do I keep this Jenner now that I have the fire starter? Because the fire starter is superior and it has the same tonnage. So I'm going to sell the Jenner because we need some cash. And let's start our repairs. This is going to be nasty. Nasty. All right, we're going to take out those. I'm also going to take out this LRM5 because this thing just needs more tonnage because it's just getting wrecked. It is absolutely getting wrecked. So put on a medium laser. Medium laser. This armor's still light. The armor is still light, even if I take out that. Not like this. Alright, so that helps, actually. That's not so bad. Alright, I do need to make a slight change because I need to put ammo, SRM ammo on here. Okay, so we'll take a little armor off the legs. Don't like to, but for some reason this thing is just really getting hit hard, and I gotta find solutions for that. take a little armor off the arms. At least it doesn't have too much firepower in it. More off the legs. There we go. 33 days to get the Shadowhawk back up. Luckily, the repairs can run concurrently. Alright, so that's it for repairs. Let's look at the market. No mechs that I want. Let's look at equipment. You know what? I want a better AC. I got a little bit of money. So I want to buy that for my Centurion. And then what can we sell? Quite so many of those. I think I need those at all. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. I think I need this. That's really not going to move the needle financially. Let's see, we don't need all these jump jets. Sell those. Now, our Shadowhawk is going to be out for 33 days. Let's look at the barracks. We have a backup pilot, fortunately. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least we can field a full lance. Let's see what else we have. Is there anybody here who's really good with ACs? No? Not really. Grab another backup pilot. I think we should. We'll have 3 pilots. Or 6 pilots, 2 extras. That sounds like it's a good idea. Alright, let's view the star map. So we're actually in range that we can actually do our campaign mission here. And we need 33 days to repair. So let's go for it. We need to repair our mechs anyways. Really happy that the travels are a little faster than Battletech, where you have to go through system after system. Here, they just cut all that out, and you have one cutscene for your travel. I'm going to wait 6 days for our Shadowhawk. Alright, we got our Locust. Everybody's ready to go. Shadowhawk's got a lot more armor now. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, it's got double the armor it had before. It was just taking too much damage. I hated to give up that LRM-5, but it did clear up about 4 tons that we could put into armor, which is pretty significant. So, yeah, I think it was the right decision. right, difficulty of 17. This is legit. This is legit, folks. Alright. Broadcasting under the strict confidentiality. Half the workers and residents living in the star systems controlled by the Apex Mining Syndicate were being worked to death. So basically we have a attack, do damage mission basically. Alright. Let's take 2. I'm going to take 3 damage shares. It's going to limit our salvage shares here, but I think it's worth it because I think this one's going to be challenging. So, all right. All right. Mission has been delayed. Okay, so 2 things we could do here. First of all, we can take our locust out and take our panther. We're still going to be under tonnage, but that's okay. Actually, I'm going to switch Freeman to our Shadowhawk because he has better AC abilities. All right. So this is going to be the heaviest lance we've taken. We're taking a Firestarter, a Panther, Centurion, and a Shadowhawk, and I'm still nervous as hell because we're leaving 15 tons on the field. So you could probably take like 3 mediums. Actually, you could maybe take 4 mediums on this mission. But we got 2 mediums and 2 lights. So we're going to have to play this one smart. It's kind of a raid mission. We're going to do some damage to get the owners of this mining facility back to the negotiation table with their workers. Seems kind of strange. You would think that they would not go to their employers and say, hey, we just blew up the factory that we live in. Let's negotiate for higher pay. I don't think that's a good negotiation strategy. As you can see, some of our pilots are almost maxed out with their skills. So we're going to constantly have to keep an eye out for pilots with more skill potential. For example, Captain Williams here is already at 24, but the max is only 27. So, yeah, eventually, ideally, he would be a good backup pilot, but we'd want to have someone that eventually has the capacity to be in the 40s to be a regular starting lance member, if that makes sense. Now, part of the damage that we got on that Shadowhawk was because the way they set up the evac zone right in the middle of an enemy base was just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. No Leopard pilot is going to pick up its lance in the middle of an enemy base. That was just the worst evac ever. You know, in a valley with only 2 ways out and in and out, and it's on top of the enemy base, there could not have been a worse place for an evac zone there. That was horrible. Alright, this is our heaviest lance to date. Again, still very nervous. I feel like the fact that you could take 200 tons on this mission and we're only taking 175 makes me nervous. Oh, we already have targets. I think this is the first time I've gotten off of the Leopard and had targets right on top of me. Stop running around. Stay together. We don't have to rush into these situations.
That point received. Let's move. On mark at waypoint.
Alright, you guys just kind of hang out. Let me clear out some of these harassers. If you guys want to shoot with long range, you're welcome to do it. More targets. No. Alright.
Moving into formation, Commander.
Form up on me. Let's go for the closest target first.
Enemy destroyed.
Just a turret there. No problem. Play the smart people. Right, again, you guys just kind of chill out for a minute. Take out some of these harassers before we have to get too close. So we can focus on legitimate targets. Scorpion. Got some good hits on me, that's for sure. Whoa. least the rest of my lance didn't go through that too much. Alright, let's see. I feel like that was kind of an ambush. Like once we engaged in destroying the buildings, they were going to come after us. So hopefully I took a little punishment that no one else had to take. In a perfect world.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're moving in behind you, Commander. Target down.
Alright, target down. It's a good start.
Getting into formation, Commander.
One target down. Let's go for the other target. What are they shooting at? Is there a turret over there? Oh, there we go. Stall, huh? Oh no, there's a mech up there. Another Shadow Hawk. Alright, everybody. Need to hit the Shadow Hawk hard. Everything, everybody. Oh, it's trying to melee me.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Right.
Go down.
Oof. That was a beating. I'm glad we took the extra damage for defense for sure here. Come on, guys. Alright.
Moving into formation, Commander. Target destroyed.
Can we get to the target this way? Looks like we can. This looks like a kill box, though. This is where Darius in Battletech would say, this looks like a perfect place for an ambush. Fortunately, the AI is not so good at setting up ambushes.
Keep your eyes on your heat. This type of environment isn't helping us any. Burning on you. Have requested location. Enemy destroyed.
Let's try to clear these guys out.
Acquired.
Long range if we can.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Have requested location.
Panther should start using its PPC here anytime now. But these harassers, these are exactly the type of thing that you want to kind of get rid of before you go after a target. Especially since we've already taken some damage.
Falling in behind you.
Fortunately, it was mostly me.
Target destroyed.
We're on the move. Holding at your waypoint.
Target acquired.
Holding at your waypoint.
Oh, we got
I got it. Holding at location. On our way.
a mech.
On station. We're on your target, Commander.
Alright, you guys deal with the locusts. Clear up the scorpion.
Destroyed.
There we go.
Falling in behind you.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Alright. You guys come over here.
Moving with the lance.
It's like dealing with kids.
At the waypoint.
If I can take out this target at long range, we're going to take it out at long range.
Target
Objectives down.
There we go.
Nice work, Commander. That should give the Apex Mining Syndicate pause, and a powerful reason to reflect on just how badly they've been treating their employees. Meet me at the extraction point for Exfil. I'm on my way.
target destroyed.
Alright, let's get out of here. Fast movers. Alright. Probably going to be some more trouble along the way. We'll see what happens here. Alright. Again, why did they pick an evac zone that's right at the enemy base? Makes zero sense to me. Crazy. Alright, successful mission though.
Stand by for extraction.
Probably overspent on damage defense or damage insurance here, but better safe than sorry. Alright, overall, pretty successful mission, especially since it advances the campaign. Ugh. Shadowhawk got some significant damage, it looks like, as usual. Alright, so we got 6 salvage points. Guess we'll take that AC2 to sell, and then let's stock up on these medium lasers. Alright, damage coverage, damage taken, so we come out ahead. Not too bad. I can actually live with the results there. Alright, completion awards. Just heard from our employers, Syndicate has agreed to conduct ongoing negotiations with the miners. Payout for your efforts will offset some of your costs as well. 178,000 extra C-bills. We got some good reputation. We got an SRM4 and a large laser, which I don't have any of those, so that's not bad. Not the worst scenario. Alright, let's let's clean things up here. Everybody needs some repair. Days. I took some bad damage. 8 days. Ooh, Shadowhawk lost a laser. Small laser. We can actually upgrade. What the? Okay. Oops. I screwed that up. Hold on, everybody. Okay. Oh, we lost a lot of components on this battle. Oh no, the PPC! We have a PPC to replace it, fortunately. That was a hairy mission. 16 days. Alright, so as you can see, we need to increase our reputation, take contracts to expand, and expand your company. So we need something that's 16 days away, shouldn't be a problem. We got Dahar here, Lucerne, Rochester. Alright. Let's look at the intel here on Dahar. Employing faction is great because we definitely need to work with Davion because they give us the most. Alright, so there's a Griffin, Crab, Hunchbacks, Shadowhawks, and a whole bunch of other mechs that could possibly be on the field here. So this kind of gives you a feel of your possible salvage for the missions in that territory. I'm going to go ahead and travel. And we're not going to do a mission here, guys. So if you're here for missions, go ahead and move to the next video. I'm just going to set us up so the next video we can take on the missions for this planet. So we'll bring this video to an end. Always remember, save early, save often in this type of game for sure. And we'll see you soon on our next edition of Mech Warrior 5 here on Commando Gaming and Battletech Battles. See you soon.